Hey everybody! So I'm here and I just wanted to talk to you guys about my school year. So to start her off, I started taking CHS, which I guess you could just make it easier and call it Honors English. Now that was really hard. I'm not gonna lie, it's probably one of the reasons I haven't been able to post, other than my iPhone 5C had no space on it to begin with, and I broke it on top of that, so then I had to downgrade to my iPhone 4, so I was just a wreck. I didn't even get a new phone until yesterday, so now I have the iPhone 6S, so I'm not in no man's land anymore, guys. I got the new phone, so that's always wonderful. So after that, I've recorded clips on this before on my Skills USA competition, and so as you guys know, last year, actually I don't know if you guys knew, but last year I competed in my district competition, and there's I don't even know how many districts. There's a lot of districts, but in order to move on to states, you have to come in first place, and last year I came in third or fourth, so I was not devastated, but I was man, I wanted to come in first. But so last year I was only a junior, so I decided that I was going to compete again this year. And this year I went to my district competition, and there were the first place guy that he won last year, and my friend who goes to the same Votech school as me, but different main school. I go to Riverside, and I don't remember what school she go to, but let's just say she went to Western Beaver, she went to a different main school, but we both go to the same Votech school for the same trait. So they both, I guess you could say, beat me last year. So I went again this year, and I beat both of them because I came in first place. So I got to go to states, and it was really, really, really different for me. It wasn't what I was used to at all. Excuse me. But let me think. So for example, at districts, they're not as strict as they are at states. You have to pretty much wear the same thing, but when you go to states, you have to make sure you're 100% on your game, or they will take points off from what you're wearing, because you're not allowed to go up on stage and claim your medal or your scholarship if you're not wearing the right clothes. At districts, I wore different kind of shoes, and at states, I had to go get a whole completely different set of shoes, because they weren't the right type. You have to have black leather shoes. You can't have pleather or canvas or anything else. You have to have leather shoes. So yeah. But just to give you an overall thing, at districts, you only had to do you have to take a tiebreaker test, which is just a multiple choice question test, and as long as you know your Skills USA basics, you will be fine. But then you go on and you do your long-haired updo, women's updo actually. Then you do your women's haircut, and then you do your men's haircut, and then you have lunch, and everything's fine and dandy. You don't really find out who won until a few days to a week or so later. For states, you find out who won then and there. There's no waiting. But you have to either wear pants with black socks and your black dress shoes, or you with a white top and then your smock that your school provides, because you're not allowed to have anything that has your name or your school's name, or you could get disqualified on the spot. Yeah, or you could wear a knee-length skirt. It has to be professional. It can't be skin tight and sparkly, yet again with tights and your black dress shoes and a white top and your smock. And then normally you just pack all your stuff in a duffel bag, and I'm not kidding when I say be prepared for everything. If that means bringing a tripod, you bring a tripod, because when I went to states, like we went to Hershey Park and they held our competition in the Lebanon Expo Center, which is pretty much like a barn for like competition with animals. Like there was no stations, there was no place to get water if you needed to fill up your spray bottle, there was no place to like wash out your mannequinette, or like there was nothing. Like they had mirrors that were like taped together on a piece of wood so that, you know, one person could be on this side and the other person could be on that side. And then like they had extension cords, but you had to bring an extension cord too so that you could use it to plug in all your stuff. Like bring everything. I'm trying to think. But yeah, so like that was my competition. I didn't place first, second, or third when I went there. I don't know what I placed. I tried to check it out online and I just couldn't find it, so I really don't know what I placed. But I came in first place at districts. So I was one in the top 10 of the state. There was like thousands of people there. Like it wasn't just a little thing. Like they had a lot of people. I can't remember how many people my teacher said normally show up. I think she said maybe about 2,000, but there's a lot of people that show up. Like Skills USA is a big deal, and I would highly suggest, like, if you are a person who, like, your school provides a tech school, go. If you can go as a sophomore, go. And if you can join Skills USA as a sophomore, do it, because it isn't something that you will regret doing. Like I loved Skills USA, and I joined as a junior. So I was very, very grateful and very honored to be able to go and represent my school, like my main school and my VOTEC school. I was very flattered and very honored that I was able to do that. I take it very seriously. And if you join, like, you need to take it seriously. It's not just fun and games. Like, you need to take that very seriously. Other than that, I got in National Technical Honor Society, so that was really cool because, like, they don't just look at your grades at VOTEC. They look at your homeschool grades and they base it off of that, but they don't just do that. Like, they base it off of your community service and like all this extracurricular stuff that you do too. So it's not just grade based. Like, they base it off of your personality, I guess, too. So that was really cool. I felt very honored about that too. So yeah, that was really neat. Oh, and like my graduation story, because guys, I graduated from VOTEC and I got my cosmetology license and I have all my hours and I went for 3 years. So yeah, if you're planning on becoming a cosmetologist and you can go to a VOTEC school, do it, because it'll save you a lot of money. A lot of money. You get to do so many fun things, at least you did for my school. I got my license and I graduated with that. Like, I didn't have to go back, or I didn't have to go to another school to be able to do that. Like, I have it all. I'm ready. I'm going. I have a job. Right now I only work 1 day a week, but I have a job, so that was really cool. But yeah, so originally they had said, like, no alterations to your caps or gowns and stuff for graduation, but they got me a little too late. I had already bedazzled my cap, and I will go get it for you guys so that you can see it. So you're gonna actually probably be in the dark for a little bit. I just have to grab it if I can find it. Here we are. My lovely bedazzled baby. So yeah, they got me a little bit too late. So I ended up going to graduation, and I had my bedazzled cap. They were like, oh, if you do any alterations, like, you won't be able to walk. And my mom's like, if they don't let you walk, I'm gonna be so mad. And I was like, Mom, what are they gonna do? Like, all I have to do is tell them exactly what I just said, you know? So I went there, and my guidance counselor saw me, and he just looked at me. He's like, hey, Carolyn. And I'm like, hi. He's like, I guess you didn't get the memo. And I was like, no, I didn't. And then I told him the story, and he's like, oh, I see. Well, at least there's nothing profane on it. And they let me walk. So, I mean, if anything, I was just gonna kind of be like, well, I went to states and I went to districts and I represented our school very highly, so you're gonna tell me I can't walk my graduation because you didn't tell me in time. But, oh well. It was still really fun. You know, I graduated. It was so hot. I'm so glad graduation's over. I would do it again, but I wouldn't want to because it was so hot. Like, my legs were on fire. My boyfriend was heat sick, and it wasn't fun at all. I hated it. I hate things that take so long to do. Just like this video. I'm kidding. I love it. But yeah, so I graduated. That's the ultimate. It's the ultimate accomplishment. But I'm gonna go. I will see y'all later. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Stay sparkly and extra focused. Have a fun time.